Good morning, everyone. I let the clock get away from me here. I was just sitting here working, figuring out things I need to do, testing out some pins, and then all of a sudden it's been like 4 minutes since I've started. So hi, good morning. How are you, Sarah? Thanks for catching that spam. Tony, 33 months of subbing. Corinne B, 28 months of subbing. Hope y'all are doing great. Sneaking in a stream while at work, that is approved behavior around here. I appreciate that. The fierce leader is online. I am far from that. I'm just, I do have opinions though. I do have opinions. I shared my opinions yesterday on the podcast, even though it was a little late. Getting out in the world, we had a lot of technical issues. Sorry, we didn't have a live show yesterday, and then we didn't have a post show on Twitch because we went till about 12:30 in the afternoon, my time, trying to get it done with Mike's technical problems. So apologies for that, and no stream yesterday. The only fierce thing about Brad is his snore. Yeah, I think that's probably factually correct. Otherwise, like, I'm just a big teddy bear. OSU, 20 months of subbing. But my snore, man, that's wicked. It's wicked. It's an educational stream on office supplies and productivity. Always work approved. That's true. Molly with the hosting. Thank you so much. Did not test the teddy bearness. Yeah, we won't do that. Remembrance Day holiday means being able to hit a live stream for a change. Yes, happy Veterans Day, happy Remembrance Day. Yeah, it's sometimes hard to say happy on those things. They mean so many things to so many different people, but just know that we appreciate you out there. Good morning, Loveless. Brad, did you get my email? Yes, and I sent the notebook out that day. So what was that, Tuesday? So yeah, you'll probably have it Friday or so, Friday, Saturday, depending. So, I do have another fierce thing about me is my daughter. She's fierce, man. Fierce. But yeah, I'm not fierce. That pink Sans SD is fuego. I agree with that. Like, I'm not buying it or anything like that, but I actually really do like that one. Mike was all over that, and like, that's a perfect Mike pin. It's actually a really good pin for me. But like, I'm still trying to, like I discussed at the end of the podcast yesterday. If anyone listened, like, you really need to manage that stuff. That way, when something cool happens like that, you're ready for it, right? That you're not already overextending yourself, because like, you can get in trouble like buying too much stuff. So manage yourself so you are ready to just see, when you see something like that, you're like, hey, I have the budget, I have the need, I know I'm going to use this pin, and then it makes it a great purchase. So yeah, year ago SD wasn't on my radar. Now I have 4. That's kind of close to me. I'll win, even though, I'm friends with all those guys that make the brand. I was slow on the uptake. I was like, it's cool. Like, it's cool. Is it for me? And then they started ramping up the colors, and see, I'm doing it now, Andrew, reading your thing. I paused the podcast from yesterday to turn this on, and you didn't complete the sentence that you were saying in the podcast. It was really weird. I mean, you get that experience here all the time. Like, I just did it. So, so yeah, but like, I now have one SD that I bought myself, one that they sent me that I will be keeping forever because I like it. I think that's the only 2, and the sea glass certainly tempted me. So yeah, man, so many squirrels. There's a great old an artist I follow by the name of Tommy Kane, and you'll see it in some of my like decades old content, to where it's a squirrel holding a pistol. And I don't know why, I just love that. I just love that image. Of just a squirrel, but also like holding a gun to your head. So yeah, there you go. Pen Addict telling the Pen Addict to stay focused. Bradception. Oh, man, what a mess. Good morning, Slumberland Studio. How are you? So yeah, like, I like what Esterbrook is doing. I like the nib options. I like the community aspects of bringing in the maker. Like, they're doing the things you're supposed to do. I think when you're building a brand is to like dig into like these real community focused partners, and support them, right? And it brings out people like Gina at Custom Nib Studio and Joshua at JJ Lax and Jim at Heinz Pen Co. And they, the pen itself may not be for everybody. And, the price point's still pretty high. Like, it's up there. But their willingness to work with, like, people that are parts of our community, like, they're on the right track. They know that Carrie is a good leader of that brand. He understands things outside of the spreadsheet and the bottom line. So there you go. Pen Addict unit. What do you think of the Conid Giraffe? I think it's awesome. I think I would never own one, but I've got to use one, and it was way cooler than I thought. Not that I would ever want to use it, but it was like, that's kind of cool. Like, it's ridiculous, but it's kind of cool. Oh my gosh, OSU, you need a cleanse. You need a cleanse. That was a good time on the show. That was a good time. Good morning, oh free birth. Oh, man. So yeah, we're not going to do a crazy long stream today, as some of you have noticed. Maybe before we cranked up, I just fired off a NotCo email update, just giving a shipping status and an inventory status. I did get that email. I have not gone through and ordered anything yet, but it's in the email queue. At some point I'll get to that. Maybe tonight if it rains and I don't have my my pickleball league. Yeah, but thank you for sending that. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're not going to go crazy long today, just because I gotta get the shipping. I have all the kid activities today, so I have 3 carpool trips, 1 down, 2 to go, and then shipping between this stream and when I leave for my first pickup. So real quick, let me update my writing log real quick. I think someone could make an optional giraffe where you could screw 2 normal pens together, make 1 long boy. I mean, we've seen the double-ended pens. That's kind of along that idea, but it's not in a modular sense. If anyone could do something modular, right? With the metals to hold things together, but that would be like super ridiculous. All right, let me update my log real quick from the last couple of days of writing. So I skipped. What day did I skip? Monday. What day is today? I skipped Tuesday, and I haven't recouped those days yet. But I did. I got yesterday completed. So let me just update where I'm at. For the second time, the Birmingham ink is not the Birmingham Crisp formula is a great ink, but not for this paper because it is watery. So you can see through back of here. So I only did 2 pages with hydrangea because of the ghosting. So it's a little much for me. Like I said, I don't mind it when I'm reading it, but when I'm writing, it's really hard for me to see when I'm writing on top of this. So, and then I went into my first non-fountain pen. I did the Caveco Sport Ombre edition. I actually tried to do some writing in my car yesterday in carpool, and at Tyler's. Tyler had a pickleball lesson yesterday, and the car, I made it, like I started right here. I think I made it like about to right here, maybe to right here. And then another like paragraph or 2 at pickleball. Then everyone just wanted to talk for like an hour and a half. So we were doing that. So, yeah, this is the Story Supply thick plot. The cover's looking good. Like, I'm not really using it outdoors or anything, but I carried it around yesterday. It's wearing in well. This is a fantastic cover. Pickleball lessons, yes. We are eat up with it at the moment. So yeah, people take tennis lessons, golf lessons. We take the pickleball lessons. So I need to put in here. What was that? One Dog Night, 25 months of subbing. Thank you. First lesson is to fall without injuring yourself. Damn it, Tam Servo. The South is weird. I'm trying to get a picture, Tony. That is the definition of the South is weird. I think I said this on stream the other day. I don't know where I said it, but it's the whoops. It's the head-to-head salon and concealed carry sign. I'm gonna get that. I pass it literally, like I will pass that sign 6 times today. Once heading out to school, once back, and I'll go that route 3 times. I gotta get that. I gotta get that sign for y'all. I'm a little scared to post it to Instagram. It seems just kind of thirsty, but it's just like the Welcome to Georgia sign, salon and concealed carry. That's literally it. That's what the sign says. It's fascinating, and for all the wrong reasons. All right, let me log what I did yesterday. Then we have a couple of unenvelopings. They're not really unboxing, but unenvelopings. And then we'll go on to that. If I would have gone longer, I would have brought my lap board that I use at home. Like if I'm sitting in the living room in the chair, I use a lap board. But I didn't bring this in the car because I knew I wouldn't have that much time. So I just wrote on my lap, which was really tough. I didn't like it. That's why it didn't last very long, because I was frustrated, because I was really like writing on my right leg and it was kind of curved, the notebook, and it was a bad scene. All right, so we are logging the pens we use. So this is the TWSBI. Back 700. This is the one I bought off 004A. I'm liking it. I want to show y'all something here that I found interesting yesterday. Iris. So I only did 2 pages with this because it was going to bother me with the ghosting. Hey, good morning, Michael. Start a hat store in the South called Concealed Harry. That would work. That would work. So, 2 things about this pen. Well, 1 thing about this pen, 1 thing about the ink. When I ran out of eroded bronze, I hadn't written down the ink I used here with the diplomat on that page. So I put a little notification that I was out of ink to say, hey, I didn't really write this with the pen and ink that I used on those pages. Secondly, this is a fine steel Yovo nib, and I think it's pretty good. Like, I thought my handwriting did well, like size-wise and color-wise. So this is an extra fine Yovo, and this is a fine Yovo, and it wasn't too wide for me at all, I don't think. So I thought the writing went pretty well with a fine nib, which I never use. I almost have no fine nibs really in use at all. It's either extra fine or something like a stub. So, I mean, I think the extra fine looks better, but I was actually surprised with how nice this was. Had my firearm transfers go through a licensed dealer. There's also a dog groomer shop. Yeah, South, man. South's gonna get you. South will rise again all through the hair salons. Do you undo the ink plunger every time you write with the vac? No, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I notice, hey, this is a little drier than I'm used to. Then I remember to do it. But do I do it every time? No. I tend to do that with the 823 though. With the Pilot Custom 823. For some reason, I do that one out of habit, but not this one. Maybe because I'm used to this. This one seems to hold more ink without letting loose the vac seal. Where the Pilot, my nib is much finer than this one as well. So I want to get that ink flowing well right out the gate. So I tend to, like, even before I start writing, I have that unsealed just a little bit. All right, so since the TWSBI it wasn't the TWSBI, the Hydrangea wasn't my favorite ink for this paper. I switched after 2 pages instead of 5 into the Caveco. Cred plan, 6 months of sub, and thank you so much. I appreciate you. That is awesome. So this is the AL Sport. I think they call it a roller, but it's a gel. And this is the Ombre edition, that special edition I bought from Caveco, because I like the artist, is pretty cool. And I like this black satiny matte feel for the pen. And it's got this is the stock gel refill. It's a little too wide for me. Like, it was driving me crazy because my lines weren't as clean with it. Like, big picture it looks fine, but like on a small level, on a micro level, I didn't really care for the line width. So I definitely prefer my handwriting when it's smaller. But the I love a Eroded Bronze. It's the notebook that I don't like the Birmingham inks in. Eroded Bronze is probably one of my top favorite inks. It just doesn't perform well in this notebook. Like, I love the Hydrangea, which is great. Love Augie, appreciate the follow. Get a pet, 13 months of subbing. Thank you so much. But yeah, since it's, whoops. It's just broad. It's a very broad. This is like it's a Parker style refill that I just haven't managed to, I haven't considered changing yet. And I'll show you something else I had to do with this pen. The more I use it, the more click clack I had that was annoying me. You know, that's the tip rattle up here. I'll show you in a second, as soon as I write this down. So when you have too much space between the refill here, it makes that click clack sound when you're writing. Every time you put it up and down. I'll show you what I did. So yeah, we washi taped it, but you got to do a thin strip for a lot of these Parker. Whoa, that was cool. This is the Caveco Ombre Rollerball, but this actually uses a gel refill. So you got to do a thin strip because you still got to get the spring over. But what you need is this end part here, really. So that's like one wrap of washi tape. It's not built up at all. You got to go very, very thin. So there's almost no overlap on this tape. 2 layers, because the spring is so tight as it is. It wouldn't work. So yeah, G2 gel ceramic roller. I'm guessing this is a Schmidt, but who knows? It says made in Japan though. So anyway, it's a great refill. It's just too wide for my general reuse. But this removed all the clicking sound when I was writing. Like, it went from full clicking to 0. So it worked perfectly. So then it just goes in like this. The washi tape stays up under the cap so you don't see it, but it stays away. Did the same with your tactile turn side click, where we're about to find out how my tactile turn is going to go. Writing's going well. I missed, that's the other thing I do. I got to log my word count. I've missed one day this week, and I haven't had any catch-up time yet. I'm also ripping my beloved, like, I'm going to have to hang this on the wall when I'm done with it, but I'm starting to destroy my blotter paper that I use as a hand rest. It's like very soft and pliable now. Tip rattle mitigation is an area I'd love to see some innovation. This is what Brian and I do, and we manually do this for all the refills if you've ever bought a roadie from us. And ours don't even have much rattle to begin with, but this is just even getting ahead of that. Like, I didn't even think we needed this because there was no rattle. That's how, like, tightly it is designed. But we go ahead and pop these O-rings on, because you have to have a non-metal part in there to absorb any of the shock in the movement. So I never, like, when we tested this without the O-ring, I told Brian it was great, and then he still wanted to do the O-ring just in case, and it's great. So now we have to, like, build out all these refills. Any idea what O-ring size that is? No, I don't know off the top of my head, but I can get it. I can get it from Brian. Out of curiosity, are you writing on both sides of the pages? Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's how we have to go through. Anytime I ship a refill, I rebuild the refill. Like I have to take out the refill, put the spring and O-ring on, and then pop it back in there. So, and then that just silences the whole thing. And like I said, I didn't even think it was necessary, but it makes it even better. So it's just really, really stable. Didn't the blend do something special like that? I thought it was I thought the blends were plastic barrels anyway, which, I mean, it's not as noticeable on plastic barrels. So yeah, I am writing on both sides of the pages. So, all right, let me pop in my word count here. And sometimes the customer doesn't realize that you've done that and tries their own refill and doesn't work. Facts. I do agree with that. I think we finally put it on the web page. Although I'm not admittedly not 100% sure, but I thought we updated the site. The coveted laser engraved spoke roadie, exactly. All right, this is my word count stuff. So yesterday, what pen have I been using for this? I want to keep it the same. I think it's the Lamy Safari. So this will be, so we did 1,500 yesterday. So that was good. I think I'll be in good shape today and tomorrow. I think it should be in good shape. Maybe I'll, yes, Tessa, I do have word on that. 1 second and I will get the official word. So yeah. So I'm keeping the word count log separately. All right. Let me pop back over here and answer Tessa's question, but I want to get my text. So I texted Kenro to find out about the converter, and I just want to get you the official word. It's a known issue. So this is the official word from Y Studio. Sorry for causing the problem. As we investigate, the converter is too tight to fit the fountain pen, but you can push it in harder or twist a little bit the converter while you push. Or push it in against a firm surface. It would work normally after its first try. For your first batch, it might have this problem, but we add this step manually in our assembly line for the product sending after early October. So basically the new ones they're going to fix. It's a known issue. They're going to fix the next ones. And then they're working on figuring out what to do about the ones that exist now, like doing replacements and stuff like that. That's undetermined yet, but that's where we're at in the process. So, known issue. They're trying to fix it. We don't know if they're going to send out replacements yet. Like, I'm fine using another converter, but that's sure as heck going in my review that it's a problem, right? Just like I did with the resin. I absolutely love the resin, but the converter didn't fit the barrel in that one. And now the converter doesn't fit the housing and the feed. It's been raining all morning, so I didn't notice the sun in the windows. So thank you for asking. I'd forgotten about that, and it probably won't come up again until I do my review, which I will definitely mention that stuff. So, all right. So I got two things I need to unbox here. Yeah, I'm thinking about on my Y Studio converter, cutting out the inside of the, just like figuring out like getting some type of small blade up in there and edging around the inside very, very slightly. You know, if I had like an X-Acto blade, just like trim it till I can get a tight fit, because the converter's cool. Like the brass component converter's cool, but you can't use it. On the spoke icon, British Racing Green, will you be stocking this color? Yeah, it shouldn't even be sold out right now. Is it listed as sold out? That O-ring just sold me a roadie? Nice. Use a deburring tool. Thanks, Brooks. I'll head right over to your house because my deburring tools are just they're constantly in use by my children while they're in the construction shop that we have. Son of a gun, you. I'll get right on it. Y'all have met me. Oh no, the other standard, like the Schmidt converter I put in there, it fits. So like I'm not missing a converter or anything, right? There's no issue. You have good sense, Brooks. Oh yeah, I'm right on that. It's listed as sold out? Okay, I can fix that. Actually, I'll fix that with a test. A text. One second. All right. Loveless. 21 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Oh, I see what you're saying, Mafia Geek. Use something else to break it in. Yeah. I'm not overly concerned about it for myself. But we just need to have that noted in the review. Because for other people it's going to be a huge problem. All right. I'm just now getting to some of my mail. Whoops. This is from my good friend Johnny Gamber. The pin post. This was the October edition. I'm just getting to it. So I will be checking this out maybe tomorrow. He does such a good job. So definitely check out Pencil Revolution on Etsy. Check out the awesome zine that Johnny's making. So yeah, really cool stuff. Toby's going through a fierce stretch. Uh-oh. We're going to have a fight. Already, me and Johnny are going to fight. In defense of the new Parker 51. There's no defending that. We're gonna have to light this on fire now. Not only just to kill the spiders, but we don't need a defense of the new Parker 51. Just kidding. The new Parker 51 is fine. I just had higher expectations. I'm sassy this morning. I get that way. And what's funny is anonymous writer. Put your name on it. If I got to take the grief, you got to take the grief too. All right. The British Racing Green icons are now available on the site. Thank y'all for catching that. Smand. Because we definitely have inventory. All right. So we're not going to talk about that anymore. Don't light the spider on fire. I can't light the spider on fire. Sarah would kill me. She writes them into all her books. All right. So there we go. All right, cool. I'll be reading that soon. And then the Pencil Revolution zine itself, note mark for making notes in your books without making notes in your books. How smart is this? Is Spider on Fire a new Robert Oster ink? That would be amazing. That's a great name. I'm going to write that name down in case I need to steal it later. Because, you know, Australia is known for, like, the bugs and, like, burn it all down. It's a really smart name. That's not the name I had picked out for my next ink, if there ever is one. But yeah, little notebook mark to put in your books, bookmark, and for notes. Genius. Genius. Good morning, Alan. So this is another zine that Johnny makes. Y'all should really go support these zine makers. B3 Brad's Blue Black. That is impossible to say. Wow. I was going to say I'm going to write that down, then I tried to say it out loud. That didn't work for me. Brad's Blue Black. Brad's Blue Black. That would be funny. 3B. I guess I got to write that down too. Y'all are on fire this morning. I'm on fire. Y'all are on fire. Spider's on fire. Ink's on fire. Come back. Spider on fire. There we go. There we go. All right. Write this down. The art and science of note taking. I need this. Will you post links to the zines? Yes. Can someone grab Etsy link to Pencil Revolution, please? And that's where Johnny's shop runs out of. I'll let someone, if someone can grab that for me. Triple B, right? Y'all brought your A game today. Thank you, Tony. So go to that shop. That's Johnny from Pencil Revolution. He has tons of zines. I have stacks of them. I've read most of them. I keep a stack of unread that I haven't quite gotten to yet. This is a really cool orange. He wrote me a little note and drew me a scary pumpkin. You've heard of Bay State Blue. How about Brad Blue Black? Yeah, exactly. Except we won't stain or ruin your pens. This is what happens when we don't get to see your face for a day. I know. Yesterday just got thrown for a loop with the technical problems. I dig my Notco pencil case I got the other day. It totally fits the black wings. That was purposeful. Purposeful design. I told Jeff, if we're going to do a little simple pencil pouch, the only rule is it has to fit a full unsharpened black wing or several of them. Because I had just gotten that Belroy pencil case, which is awesome looking, and it doesn't fit black wings, and I was just aghast. Aghast, I tell you. That's why you need pen and pencil users to make pen and pencil products. Belroy. And I like Belroy. Good morning, Lamy for life. You had Brad withdrawal? I had Brad withdrawal yesterday. I didn't get to do... I was so thrown for a loop. That really throws me for a loop. Like yesterday, and we had like 10 to 11:15 for the podcast, and then I would, edit it, and Mike would edit it, and I'd put in the notes, and then about 11:30, 11:40, I'd get on stream till about 1. All that went out the window. Mike had like real legitimate like wires coming into the building. Internet was a problem yesterday. It wasn't a simple fix. And then when we recorded offline or off stream, Mike had to keep stopping to take telephone calls to do like troubleshooting. All right, so up next. Picked up one of Caroline's done by Envirotoad. It's great, but doesn't fit the black wings. Yeah. All right. Let's chat. So, I'm friends with the team at Tactile Turn. They asked if they could send me their latest release for review, and I accepted. So this is a product that was given to me for free. So there's my disclosure. So let's take a look because I think it's pretty sick. So this is the Stealth model. So Tactile Turn. What are their special releases? Are they quarterly releases? Sorry, all these pins are in the way. Are these quarterly releases that they do? So they do basically like a launch seasonal. So yeah, we'll say quarterly. So we'll say, so like they announce a product, then you have like, what, 1 to 3 months to buy them, and then to place your order, and then they make all the pins, ship them out, and then that one's done. So it's not limited, it's just not always available, right? Does that make sense? So that's how they've done this model. I'm actually okay with that business model. I don't dislike that. So this one's called Stealth. October 2021 release, inspired by the great aeronautical achievements of the 20th century. Stealth is our homage to all things that fly under the radar. Stealth is a black PVD-coated titanium bolt-action pen with a red bolt and a special radar screen engraving on the clip. So this is a little aluminum plate that they sent with this. Let me post the link in the chat so y'all can see the up close, the Ed Jelly pics. Good friend Ed Jelly is their marketing and PR person. So here's the link, and I'll pull this up on my screen after I unbox it. So just want to throw that up there for y'all to see. Money, expensive. So I got the most expensive edition here. So this is the Stealth. It's black PVD coating. It's got the grooves, the grooved barrel, almost like a micro groove. Let's see if I can get this in here in the camera, where you can see there's like a very faint texture. This is kind of a Tactile Turn trademark, if you will. You know, one of their perfectly fun designs. Yeah, it's got the red knock. Kind of reminds me of my watch a little bit. Well, there you can see the texture too. It's got radar on the clip. Hey Corey, how are you? And then this is the standard length size. So they have 3 sizes: standard, short, and mini. We'll go over those in just a second. The additional feature is what is this? Glow in the dark Tritium. How do you describe this? Oh, it glows without needing exposure to light. So it's a green tritium capsule. Okay. It's an optional tritium capsule back finial that gives off a safe radioactive green glow without needing exposure to light. So it's pretty crazy. You don't have to get this, and it's a $50 upgrade. And I'm trying to see, like, you can't really see the green in the camera, but I see it green when I take it off camera. It's not like crazy bright, but like you got to get it. Let's see if you can actually see that in there. It's probably not going to focus well enough to see the green dot. There it is. Oh, you saw it there for a second. So you can see it in there. So yeah, do not chew on this pen. So there you go. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So that's what's on the finial here. So they have a very nice bolt action. So the standard one fits the Pilot G2. That's what's built in here. We're going to take this out in just a second. It was smart of them to make it optional. Yeah. This fits the G2 length. The short fits the Parker style refills length. And then the mini fits the Pilot G2 mini refills, Which that one's not really, the mini is not really swappable with many other refills, is it? Like the the Pilot G2 mini refill is kind of like a beast on its own. And then the short, obviously, with the Parker style refills, has a ton of refill options, and this one has a ton of refill options for the Pilot G2. You can trim a lot of other refills to fit the standard and short models. Brad's superhero origin story, he was bit by a radioactive pen. Oh, true. Actually chewed on it. Let's just say I chewed on it. The bolt actions of the tactile turns, they've really refined this. You have an RT1 in your short? Okay, that's super smart. This is a very fun bolt, right? The action is great. It is extremely tight and solid. Pretty sure the G2 could be cut down for the short. You don't think you'd get into the ink? It would be great if you got a 0.38. So lots of refill options for the Pilot G2. This is probably a 0.7 millimeter. Yeah, G2-7 here. So this is the 7 millimeter. That's why I had some of these extra pins here to test out. I'm probably not going to use that refill. I'm curious. I don't have any conical tip juices. Oh, he has a list of the trimmings. This is the standard Bork and Bork. So the Pilot Juice is my favorite G2 compatible refill because it comes in 0.38 and colors, right? You can get, Pilot G2. You can get Pilot G2s in 0.38s. But in the juice lineup, they come in 0.38s and in color, right? So it's very cool that way. I don't have a conical tip one, and I'm not sure I'm gonna like this needle tip. I don't like needle tip pins in pins that aren't designed for needle tips. But we'll see. We'll see what I think about this one. If not, the 0.3 millimeter Acroball might be a good choice for this pin. And then I have, I think that was all I was going to try today. So let me see if I like the aesthetic of the needle tip as opposed to the conical. We'll see. The Pilot Juice Up is 03. This one is an 04. Oh, but the regular juice are 0.3 and 0.4. I was thinking they were 0.38. But this particular Juice Up is 0.4. So I just want to see what the aesthetic is like on here. Lorfie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Ow. I just ripped off part of my skin. Closing this because I wasn't paying attention. Seriously, I got skin in there. That was bad. That's their next pen design, maybe. Yeah, so I don't like needle tips in pens that aren't designed for needle tips. Might have to change the spring. Yeah, I'm going to try the other spring. I find your no needle tips and non-needle tips pin option to be amazing. I mean, does that not answer your question why? A lot of them have different tapers. A more narrow taper. I do use the Odo Flash Dry in the Retro 51, but I'm not happy about it. The spring won't come out. Well, we might have to write this one off completely out the jump. I don't have another spring handy that I want to replace. Maybe it's stuck in there. Sometimes the taper on the refill doesn't match the taper on the pin chip. Yeah, it's just like the fit can be fine. It's just the aesthetic. It's an aesthetic thing for me. Can we get this spring out? I don't know. You don't think the spring comes out? Yeah, it's in there pretty solid, right? So that's a no-go. That looked terrible. So the other option is the Acroball 0.3. I wonder if that might be too fine. Let's try this. Oh, this is a different refill. I thought for sure this would fit. Yeah, this is a slightly different refill. Well, shoot. I guess I need to order some juice up, some standard juice refills, not the juice up model. Yeah, that's not going to fly. That is not going to fly. I mean, I probably have some other refills that'll fit, but nothing that I really want to use. That's the thing. So I might just go with this G2.7 for a minute. I don't even have any 0.38 G2s. Yeah, I don't have any 0.38 Energels. Like, I have a 0.7 Energel right there. Let me think about this. Let me look at the list that Tony put up. So there's the pen. It's 179 bucks, and then plus 50 if you want to be radioactive. I'm just trying to think what I have 0.38s in. So standard. There's the Pilot Acroball 05. This 03 doesn't work. Carolina Photog. Appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Prime subbing. I really, really appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Ooh, I have some Signos. Want to explore with the Prime sub in 2 months? Prime subbing. Thank you so much. I have the Signo 207.38. Let me go get that and we'll trim it down real quick. Because I really want to use this pen with not the 0.7 millimeter refill. No problem, Carolina Photog. Zebra Sarasa should work too. Ooh, now there's an idea. That's actually maybe the best idea because I have one right here. I don't have to move. Let's try this first because that's one of my favorite refills anyway. Whoops. All right, so this is the Sarasa Clip 0.3 black. Let's see what we got here. If this works, I'll be end of the show. Same size as the uni, so maybe needs to be trimmed. So is that why it needs to be trimmed? Because it won't fully engage. That nose cone's not even going to come remotely fitting, though. Look at the nose cone. Yeah, that tip rattle is extreme. That's not some tip rattle. That's like a torpedo. All right. So the uni... Will the uni have the same tip rattle? Yeah, you can't be stealth with that rattle. Ugh. This is more of a challenge than I anticipated. Yeah, I don't mind cutting. I mind if they don't fit tightly. So I have a cleaner here, but this is a needle, right? What is this? This is a 0.5 needle. Let's try this one. This is the Energel Cleaner. I should have gotten the short. I don't have... I've only gotten shorts and minis in the past. I don't have a standard, which is why I chose it. So I did this for a reason, because I don't have one of these. Yeah, I can't engage these other refills. And that's got a huge amount of tip waggle too. Pilot refills are way wider than any other refill. All right, then we're just gonna go with the pilot, and then I will order some. I will order some juice refills for it. So there you go. We will do that. I love the idea of the mini. I just thought it was the most restrictive. I know I have a short. All right, there we go. Made to fit. This refill's not happy. There we go. Wonder if I still had some residue on there. I don't know. Feels great. I don't know, the G207 is a pretty good rider compared to like that Caveco gel refill. Like, this is finer. So you can get 0.38 G2s. I think I might use this. Yeah. This is a great looking pen regardless. I just want to get my refill in it. And I think I actually want this extended just a little bit, which you can put a little bit of tape on the end, just to give it that little bit more. You want the refill out to be about right there is where my aesthetic preference is. That little millimeter or half millimeter makes a lot of visual difference for me, right? So I put a little dot of washi tape on there if I want, but I'm not going to do that till I order some more refills. Cool. This looks great. The machining is spot on, is what you would expect from Tactile Turn. I'll be reviewing this on the blog soon. So make a great gift. I've had a lot of skipping with 0.38 G2s in the past. I don't really care for the G2 refill. It's kind of my least favorite of the mainstream gel refills. Hey Bruce, how are you? I'm doing well. I mean, I take the Signo, the Energel, the Sarasa, all ahead of the G2 for sure. Yeah, this is really, really nice. So there you go. Let me put these other pens back together that I've been destroying. So I will order the Pilot Juice 03. What about this? What do these Secure refills look like? Let me try this one more. Sorry, now I'm curious. Looks more uni-ballish. This might be pretty close. They just don't engage for whatever reason if they're not a G2. Why is that? Is that the length issue? Because this one looks like it actually might. Oh no, it's still pretty narrow. It's still too narrow. Yeah, too long. It's still part of the 2 millimeter cut down. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. Yeah. Brad, what is your opinion? Is it worth 150 bucks? I'd say yeah, probably. Like, it's a certain market, right? Yeah, I would say so. I also got it for free, so keep that in mind. Like, I don't want to discount that. You know, but like since I didn't have to pay for it, it's hard for me to say, hey, it's totally worth it. But yeah, I mean, Tactile Turn makes great stuff. If this is your style and aesthetic, they have definitely done like all the things you expect to charge what's probably a correct price for this pen. So yeah, I have no issue with the price. Cool. I think I'll use the 0.7. Yeah, these are on sale through December 31st. So as long as you decide within that time frame, you can pick one up. So they don't last forever, but their availability is driven, you know, kind of by the calendar. So for like these 3 months, it's available. I would love using this pen every day. I think I really enjoy it. I'm going to like this pen a lot. I think. I just let me look at refills real quick. I said I was gonna do shopping today. We'll hold that till next week, but I'm gonna take a glance at these reviews. I don't need to put that away because I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna carry this today. Let's see. All right. So that's your stealth from Tactile Turn. I think it's pretty killer. I love the clip. They just did a lot of detail, a lot of extras. Like Head Full of Ideas saying, the standard stuff is, you know, about $100, but when you add DLC coating and the extra paint and the extra clip and all the extras, it adds up. Is the pen titanium? I think it's stainless. No, it is titanium. Yeah, titanium base. What words would you use to describe the difference between Kara's and Tactile Turn? Rings. Barrel grooves. Yeah. I haven't used a Kara's in a while, or a new Kara's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What did I say? Refills. Let me look at a couple of refills real quick. So the Pilot Juice 0.38. Can I get these in blue, black? So these should be the same diameter, right? Same diameter tip. Is the pen heavy? It's medium. I will say it's not light and not heavy. I'd say it's medium. You know, it's in that If anything, it ticks to like medium and slightly over to the heavy side of the scale, but I don't think it's too heavy at all. And this is the full size one, right? This is the standard edition. How many grams? I don't know. It's probably on the page. Let's see. It just says 1.3 ounces. It's funny, but I found the balance on my side click to work better for me after I moved the clip. Interesting. Yeah, I think the dragon skin Karas is pretty neat. Oh, yeah. So I'll order some of these. I'll order the blue-black ones when I do some ordering. All right. Oops. So I still need to order the notebooks we discussed last week. I think we'll do all that on Tuesday. I'll get a list going of the things I need to pick up. Hey, Killer Sheep. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah. Gotta think about that. All right. Let's do a giveaway. And then we'll wrap it here today. Pretty short stream. Got a bunch to do. Lot of stuff. Let's put this. Let's clip it. Clip it there. And it's pretty heavy on the shirt. I will say that. Get in, loser. We're going shopping. Hey, write down. Yeah, we're doing a little bit shorter stream today. I really need to knock out some shipping. So I'm working on that. Those cross Ferrari pens are pretty cool. Hey, Jasmine Marie. Good morning to you, too. All right. Let me see what I can give. What do I have for giveaway today? Oh, I know. We got to do the other Sailor ink. The other Tinteras ink. We got to do Spicy Chipotle. We did tortilla last week. We got to do Spicy Chipotle today, right? That's what we got to do. Easy peasy. It's quite small. This Chapter did not come with a converter and a $65 pen. Me and you both, Bruce. I got the whichever cross I got that I haven't reviewed yet. I end up having to order the converter separately. That was frustrating. I'm with you on that. Hey, Cocolina. The write down with the 9 months of subbing. Thank you so much. The converter is $13. Oh my gosh. I think I paid like $7 for mine. But yeah, that was annoying. I will admit that was a frustration point with the cross. All right. We are going to... Oh, it's the screw-in one? Did you see Goldspot's video reviewing the $220 Gucci notebook? No, but I would be down for that. If you're going to use a proprietary converter, you should provide it. Facts. Whoops. All right, so that's what we're giving away today. So this is the second part of the Sailor Tintarius. I still don't know how to have the pronunciation down. Sorry, Eric. I know you cringe every time I say it, probably. Gucci notebook is the same vibe as the Tiffany Sharpie. We'll add that to the show next week. So yeah, this is the second part of the Tintarius ink collection. We gave away the first part last week or 2 weeks ago, so let's give this away today. All right. Speaking of Sailor inks, Cult Pens has some new exclusives from Sailor. Sailor has really loosened up their requirements of who they're working with, haven't they? They used to not even take Tintarius. Thank you. Tintarius. Tintarius. I can get that. Tintarius. Tintarius. Ian has a video of him filling up an ultimate spicy chipotle. Nice. Braddock Sailor Spider on fire. Has Robert Oster? I think he stopped lighting things on fire, didn't he? There hadn't been anything from the fire. I got the ink flight last night. The packing was a Platinum Play Zero, and Tom carefully provided a converter because, of course, we will want to use the samples in the pen. Thank you, Alan. Right? Tom knows what's up. Tom knows what's up. Tintarias. Tintarias. If I say it enough to myself, I do shine my shoes. All right. Spicy Chipotle. Brad in chat, should I buy a tactile turn stealth? Is it worth it? Only you can answer that question. Any yes or no reply would be pointless. All right, let's give it away. Yeah, asking anyone, everyone's, any answer to should I buy this is impossible to answer because we don't all know the deal. All right, Spicy Chipotle giveaway is open. Order up. Ding. It wouldn't be the Pen Addict without mispronounced foreign stuff. It's embarrassing. Embarrassing. I know where you live, Becky. I mean, not literally, but like I know how to get in touch with you if you win. I see I can mispronounce English words too. Killer sheep. It's just mispronunciations in general. All right, we will write the winner. Brad needs to learn all languages and then he can pronounce everything, right? I have broken the rule. I put purple ink in a blue pen. That works. I mean, that can work. Twisby Slipe with a plunger converter has a rattle. Any idea why? Spring? I don't know. Like a rattle when you're writing or a rattle when you're moving it around? Brad, I'm looking forward to the holiday gift guide episode this year. I know. I need to get working on it. We're going to be doing that hopefully the week of Thanksgiving. If I shake it, there's a rattle. That's probably the spring. And yeah, maybe, yeah, and there's an agitator. Within those converters, they have a part inside of them. So, yeah, shakes when you're not writing are generally okay. Shakes when you're writing are generally a problem. Unless you're the seller, that's an easy question to answer. Brad, should I buy a spoke pen? Only if you're in the market for a spoke pen and you like it. Like I will never, tell people what they need to buy. I mean, I obviously love them, but I'm not going to sit. I'm bad at capitalism, Rory. You remember that? I am bad at capitalism. Right? So yeah, I mean, you shouldn't buy one if you don't need it and can't afford it. I will stand by that comment. All right, let's see who won. JD Lady. 1 billion months of subbing. Oh yeah, this tactile turn feels nice. This is just a good pen. This feels good. Like I just broke it out the shirt, popped it on the page. Feels good. We'll be rigged. I'm not sure. JD Lady may have only won once ever, if at all. And I think JD Lady has the longest sub count. I want to say 39 months of subbing, something like that. Longest active sub count, maybe. I don't even know how to look at that other than when it pops up. So we're not even like JD Lady is probably passed out, fainted on the floor from winning. I'm guessing that's why they haven't responded yet. But there are a few exceptions I will make. That will be one of them. But yeah, we're gonna sit here. Let's get a JD Lady chant going in the chat. JD Lady, JD Lady. If you had to choose between the bolt action and the side click for tactile turn, what would you do, Brad? That is a really good question. Damn. I think I would take the bolt. She is not on the chat list. I'll get in touch with her. Side click, no question. I mean, can you have a red? I mean, look at that. Do I have my side click in here? That's a tough question. I think I'm gonna stick with the bolt, but I'm not like. We don't have to put that on my gravestone, right? Like I'm not gonna go to my deathbed on that one. Having a red bolt on a stealth black pin isn't very stealth. I mean, it's got radioactive too, so. I'll have to bring them both in here, Tony. I'll try to remember to grab my my side click. I think I still would go bolt. But I'm not dead set on that idea. Bolt action doesn't do it for me aesthetically. Generally, I would agree with that. I think this is a good bolt action. Any bolt action that's round or has a long post or out. This one's flat and lower profile and snappy. All right, I'll have to we'll do a side by side comparison on that next week if I remember. If not, y'all can yell at me. So, yeah, that's actually a really good question. Because I generally wouldn't prefer the bolt, right? Generally, it would be easy. Oh, you were summoned. We did a summoning ritual. Ah. Oh, that's right. JD Lady, even in the beginning, said that they were working. Email me your address, JD Lady. You won Chipotle. You won the Chipotle. All right. You were summoned. Our summoning ritual worked. All right, we're gonna see what Toasty Treat's up to today. We're gonna do a raid. Thank y'all for hanging out. We'll be back. I might drop in a writing stream this weekend or something. Definitely not tomorrow. Probably definitely not tonight. But we'll see. We'll try to do something different here this weekend since I didn't stream as much during the week. Where's my thing? All right. So I think Toasty's writing today. Let's see. And wait a minute. She have two people? She has two people writing? All right. Let's go raid. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Thanks for being cool. Thanks to Tactile Turn for sending me this pin. So, there you go. All right. Woo! Thank y'all so much. We'll talk soon. Bye. Love your face, chat. Bye.